Hey everybody, time for Daily SQL Challenge number 14. This one is a tricky one, so let's get right into it here. So we want to create a transaction history for customer 363. And a transaction history here is going to consist of orders and payments. And of course, in other cases, transaction history could consist of other things. But for the purpose of this challenge, we're going to define it as orders and payments. Okay? So if they've had 2 orders and 2 payments, that would be 4 transactions that we would want to record a row for each of. Okay, so we're going to show a list of their customer number, which is easy, it's 363, their order slash payment date, so essentially a date column, and then an order slash payment amount. Okay, so an amount column. So if they made an order on 112 and a payment on 115, you'd show the 112 order on the first row and the 115 payment on the second row. And we want to show the order amount specifically as negative, since those are amounts that they owe to our company here, or owe to to the retail business that we're working with. Okay, and so for example, if there's a payment, or if there's the order on 112 and the amount was for 500, and then there's a payment on 115 for 500, which is paying that order amount, then the first row would show an amount of negative 500, second row would show an amount of 500. All right, and we just want to go ahead and have these be ordered by the date that they happen. So generally the order we're going to see is you're going to see an order happen on a date, and then at some later date it'll be paid off, and then another order, and then that will be paid off, etc., etc. And we want to see it specifically for this one customer. Okay, so we want 3 columns, and we're going to need to pull, let's show our schema here. There we go. Lovely. Nice and small. So we've got our schema here that we need to work with, and so we want to show the customer number, that's for sure. And then we also want to show the order date. So we'll work with orders first here. And then we also need to grab the amount. So let's look at which tables we need to do that. So for customer number, we have that in our orders table. Order date, we have that in our orders table. And the amount is going to be our good old quantity ordered times price each from our order details table. Okay, so we can put that in here. We'll say quantity ordered times price each. Okay, great, just like that. And so that will be the order amount here. And so let's just grab from the tables, and then we'll add in the other details we need. So first we need to work with order details here, so we'll add that in here. And then we need orders, so we'll do that on od.order number equals o.order number. And yes, if you're wondering, what is that loud noise in the background? Is that your computer fan? The answer, sadly, is yes. It is ridiculously loud. So on we go here, and let's go ahead and let's see. Do we need customers in here? Well, because we can get the customer number from the orders table. So actually, no, I don't think we do need that. So let's just come here, and then we want to specify that it's going to be where o.customer number equals 363, because that's the customer we want to look at. Okay, so that's it, and we want to see the amounts for each order, not for each product in each order. You gotta remember the quantity order times price each row in order details referring to a product in an order. It's not referring to the entire order. So we need to do an aggregate here, sum right there, and then therefore we have to have a group by. We're going to group by customer number and also by order date. And let's specify the aliases here. That's going to be o.order date. This is o.customer number. This is o.customer number. This is o.order date. Okay, let's make sure we're getting some results, and we can check here, and we can see Andrew's response as well. So there we go. Customer number 363, order dates are right there, and then here are their amounts for their order amounts. So that's great. Let's give this column an alias so it's a little clearer. We'll say subtotal right there. And then remember, we want to display the order amounts as a negative number. So the easiest way to probably do that is just multiply by -1. And that's all you have to do right there. Okay, so now each of these sums is going to be multiplied by -1. We'll get a negative number, unless, of course, the amount is negative in some weird universe. And there we go. Okay, so those are all of the orders. Now the question is, how can we also show the payments? So in order to show the payments here in our same result set, we're not going to do a joined payments because we don't just want to be where those are matching, but we actually are going to do it as a union. Okay, so we'll come down here and we'll say union, and now we're going to select 3 columns once again, and it's going to come from the payments table for this customer. Okay, so it'll be p.customer number, and then it will be p.payment date, and lastly we'll have p.amount. Fortunately, we don't have to do any calculating there. And it's going to be from payments P, where p.customer number equals 363. All right, so what this will do is it should just go ahead and include this result set with this result set, giving us one nice big result set, as if we were pulling from the same tables for both. Okay, and there we go. So now we have both of them mixed together, and obviously the positive subtotals here are the amounts that were paid. And so it makes sense here. They ordered something for 10 grand on the 6th of January, then 10 days later they paid it all off. Then on November 20th they ordered 55,000 worth, and then December 5th they paid it all off. And then once again, same pattern repeats itself there with those last rows. Okay, so that's the result set we're looking for with this challenge. We got it done primarily here with the union, which allowed us to combine both those result sets into one result set. Okay, let us know if you have any questions with that, and be sure to check out our Intro to SQL Querying course, our free course, which takes you through hands-on challenges similar to this one, although with the basics of SQL to get you the foundation of your select from and where clause. And then also be sure to check out our Ultimate SQL Querying package. This is for if you're really serious about mastering SQL querying in all of its various aspects. Subqueries, joins, and the advanced versions of all of those different things. This is if you're definitely trying to train up for a job or something like that, then this is really the best course that you can get in regards to that. All right, that's it for today. See you next time.